We are making parts that were never meant to work together perfectly somehow. If you can't tell, I'm super excited because in a few minutes, I'm about to find out if my next big problem has a super easy solution. First of all, we are 2 weeks in a row for knocking things off this list. Yes, I sold the Ford Ranger. Now this is good because now I have more space, and since I quit my job a few weeks ago, I'm not gonna complain about having a little bit extra money right now. Now, what is the problem that we face today with the Honda Prelude? Well, let me show you. If you missed the last video, make sure you guys go check that out. I explain a lot of what we're about to be doing in that video, and then head right back over here. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but we got our new parts here. The main thing that we got to find out today is if this will work in the Honda Prelude. Now, what this is going to solve, hopefully we're able to push the entire wheel assembly further away from the frame of the car, because currently the coilovers are touching the frame, so that's what we're trying to figure out here. So I think plain and simple, what I'm going to do is start taking this all apart, get the old control arm out of there, bring it onto the workbench, compare the two, and see if we're in business. All right, now before we get too invested in this, because I don't think it's gonna be fun taking this out, I'm gonna measure roughly where the bolt starts and where the ball joint is. It looks like we're at exactly 13 inches. So let's go over to the workbench and see what we got. So if we measure this from the same spot where the bolt is, it looks like we're about 1 inch further out, which honestly might do it exactly what we need. All right, so let's get this thing out of here then. Well, that sucked. All right guys, now this is the part that sucks about project cars. Maybe you guys don't see enough of this and you guys think it's all fine and dandy. But the two bolts that hold the control arm to the frame are stuck, and I have a suspicion that they're actually seized in the sleeves here inside the bushings. I don't know if it's common. I've seen it quite a bit with lower control arms on other vehicles. Especially ones that need to be replaced and the bolts have been sitting there for a while. So I'm gonna try messing around with them for a little bit longer before I cut them, but preferably I wanna see if I can get them out of there. But if not, I got no other choice. I'm gonna cut them out and then we can just get new bolts later. Well, we got one out. Honestly, guys, even getting this one out, it doesn't even look good. So I might not even waste my time trying to get that one out the way I got this one out. I might just cut it. You see how easy it is to get a control arm out? You don't even need that many tools. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is flip these around, and yeah, it looks like it'll bolt right in, guys. That's actually pretty cool. And if you're watching, I think your name was David. I know you commented on my last video, put some gloves on. I know it's a little bit late, but hey, I remembered. I'm only gonna get better, so bear with me. But anyways, the only downside to what we're doing here is I only was able to order the one control arm if I wanted to get it as soon as I did. And it was good because I just wanted to make sure that it would work. Now that it works, I'm gonna go ahead and return this one because I can't get the passenger side one that matches this. I'm gonna go ahead and order 2 new ones. And I'm first gonna see if I can get some tubular control arms, some aftermarket ones from like QA1 or something like that. But regardless, I'm gonna be ordering some new control arms because now I know it works. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. It's a pretty easy solution. I mean, it was a pain in the ass to get those control arms out, but that needed to be done anyways. So we got a plan for how we're gonna get this car complete in the front suspension. So after that, we're gonna be working on the engine. Now, I wanna ask you guys if you can help me out in the comment section. Let me know if there's a good alternative, something on a budget that will get me going, at least just to get me by for now. Because the original plan, if you've seen that engine video that I put a couple weeks ago, we're not gonna be going with the full build right now, just because it doesn't make sense financially. I wanna get something that will probably bolt up to these motor mounts because I've already got it set up for that. Preferably a small block Chevy or even an LS because I know that the motor mounts are relatively the same. So if you guys have a suggestion on a junkyard car that I can go and pull an engine out of, let me know because that'll be the next step after we get this car off of the jack stands and we get a rolling chassis. Now, if you're already subscribed, please make sure that you guys hit the bell. That way you guys can keep up to date with the build. Every time I upload a video, you won't miss one. Also, make sure you guys like the video. Let's see if we can get to 100 likes. That'll really help boost the audience engagement and it'll push my channel to other people that are like-minded just like you and I, and it'll hopefully help me grow. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.